Hi everyone. Hope you all doing well. This is the second day of the Calgary Barbell 8-week program. So I'm doing 3 sets of deadlifts for 3 reps at 360, and then two sets of 305 for 5 reps each. I think I didn't record one of the 305 sets, but deadlifts went very well. I haven't deadlifted in a week and a half, so I'm very, very surprised that these went very well. I haven't been, bulking or cutting. I'm pretty much eating at maintenance, so very happy with these. So a bit of background about my deadlift history. So I started deadlifting conventional when I first started the deadlift, I think around 95, and I worked back up, and my form was not very good, right? I understood it as a picking the weight up from the ground, and I don't have any tension in my technique for like the first half year or almost a year of my program, and then I switched to sumo, and then I was able to get more reps, but it ended up being a botched sumo where I used my back too much, and then I think since then I've been pulling sumo and improving my technique, but because of how long my torso is and my short arms, sumo, the back angle is pretty close to my conventional, so I end up using more of my back rounds in sumo, and also I have really tight hips, so trying to get into the right setup for sumo is very difficult for me, especially at heavier weights. And conventional just allows me to brace better and stronger, and makes me feel like one unit more than sumo, because you have to spare your legs out, right, on sumo, and it doesn't make me feel like a solid unit. So I have been switching back and forth from conventional and sumo recently, but I'm going to stick with conventional because my 1 rep max is about 20 to 35 pounds away from sumo, and it's more of a solid rep in my opinion. I have both back rounding on both lifts in the same weight if I go up to above like 420. So my goal is to hit a solid 500-pound deadlift with some back rounding, but as little as possible. I think with my build, I'm just gonna have to expect some back rounding, especially while wearing a belt. And my other goal is to really try to keep my chest up, right, and keep that back tension when I deadlift, and not just pull and not think about being braced. Now you have been seeing me doing some 2 count pause bench reps. So I think this exercise in the program is different from the competition pause, right? Where you pause slightly longer. These are pretty hard, but I think I hit the right weight in terms of RP 8, which is the goal for 3 sets of 4. And those felt very, very good. And I think pausing most of my bench work is going to increase my bench, no doubt, especially if I'm not cutting. So now after the deadlifts and bench press sets, I'm doing some squats, some competition squats at 245 for 2 sets of 5. So very little in terms of volume, but I recently just squatted on the first day, so I really like this. And I haven't squatted in a long time after deadlifts, especially low bar. So it felt a lot harder than usual, but not anything challenging at all, right? Because it's only 245 for me. It's very sub-maximal number. But I was still feeling a lot of hamstring soreness from the RDLs I did a couple days ago from day 1. So that I thought was going to affect my conventional and affect my squats. It didn't really affect it that much, but I felt my hamstrings working more on the deadlift and more on the low bar squat. So I think RDLs I should keep doing. I usually used to do them, and I stopped doing them because they're really awkward, and you have to have the bar, up in your hands and holding them with your body the entire set, right? But I think those are really good for my hamstrings, so I'll keep doing them. And those sets felt very good. And what happened was, now I was going to do some back extensions. So the program asks us for some bench grip seated rows, I believe. But I don't have that at a home gym, so I decided to do some other back exercise, either posterior chain or, upper mid back. So what happened was I did some back extension work on my back extension bench, but while I was doing my second set, the bench broke. So I decided to do some good mornings for 2 more sets. And as you can see, my first rep was not as deep because my hamstrings are very tight. But I think that's a very good reason to do these, right? To really actively loosen your tight hamstrings. And I've been doing a couple sets with the bar as a warm up, prior to any sort of lower body lifting. So at least I can recommend doing these with high reps and lower weight to really feel a stretch in the hamstrings. So I think this is the end of my workout. I have some other accessories that I don't record, which I will also have in the description. So thank you guys for watching. I've been really enjoying this program, even though it's only been 2 days. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and feel free to reach out to me if y'all have any questions. And I'll be making my next video in a few days. Peace out.